The BVAS is used for purposes of accreditation to verify, certify, and authenticate the genuineness of the voter who has come to the polling unit to come and vote. Now, the BVAS can be used to authenticate the fingerprint of the intending voter or the facials of the intending voter. Now, if the voter's fingerprint matches with the person's data that is embedded in the BVAS, then the person is given a ballot paper to go and vote. If the person's fingerprint does not match and the person's facials matches, the person is also allowed to vote. But if both of them fail, the voter will be politely asked to leave the polling unit. The implication is that the voter is engaging, the person is engaged in identity theft, and we are not going to allow the person to vote.
Okay, so tell us your charge to the media, to the objective and the professional.
I think that for the purposes of the Osun governorship election, it is important for the media to be very professional. It's important for the media to be ethical in the reportage of issues. This is because we are in a very, what one may call a precarious security situation, and we cannot add false fake news, false information, and other things that are unwholesome to the security challenges we are having. So it's important for the media to try as much as possible to verify whatever information accrues to them, and also to be sure that they fact check every information that comes to them. Yes, it's good to have breaking news, but it is also important to fact check those the breaking news to be sure that the information that gets out to the public is factual, and that the information that gets out to the public does not constitute a serious security risk to the country.
So you made mention of the mobilization of sensitive materials during the election.
Yes. Yes.
Hope is it not going to be risky involving them?
No. As I pointed out, we have over 3,000 polling units in Osun State, and we are supposed to deploy at least 5 ad hoc staff to each polling unit in this particular state. So the implication is that these ad hoc staff have to be moved from the registration area centers and the super racks to the various polling units. Not only are we moving the staff, we're also moving materials, and they are the only ones who can provide the necessary transportation for their movement. We are going to profile them using the Federal Road Safety Commission. We are also going to document them, and they are going to sign contracts with us. In Ekiti State, they perform very well, and we expect them to also perform in that light in Osun. The chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission will be here from Sunday, and he will hold meetings with both the local leadership of the National Union of Road Transport Workers and their national leadership to be sure that they will conform to the dictates of the contract they are going to sign with us, and also provide good vehicles, and also provide drivers that are going to behave professionally and ethically. And so we expect them to perform very well, and we don't expect any challenges from them.
You said something when you were speaking the other time,
yes,
that political parties should also prefer something like that. Are you expatiating that?
Well, I think that it is also important for political parties to also make provision for their poll agents or party agents in terms of their movement from the registration area centers to the various polling units. The vehicles we provide carry both sensitive and non-sensitive materials, and also assist in carrying the security agents to the various polling units. A situation where party agents will insist on getting into our own vehicles to the detriment of our own staff does not augur well for the type of materials we carry. So we appeal to the political parties not only to provide vehicles for their party or polling agents, but also make sure that all their polling agents don the accreditation tags issued by the commission, and not the accreditation tags issued by the various political parties. We want to know that the person who is representing a political party in a polling unit is the person who has been accredited by the commission to be there. The same thing goes for domestic election observers and international observers, and also the same thing goes for the media. We are going to provide genuine accreditation for all these classes of people, and we expect them to conform to the details and intendment of the accreditation that has been provided to them.
Sir?
Yes.
What's your pressure for security on the election day against the developer of the snatch lawsuit?
Well, we have interfaced with the security agencies at the level of the national level, under the auspices of the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security. We at the state level, we're also interfacing with them at that particular level, and at the local government, we're interfacing with the divisional police officers. The Commissioner of Police for Osun State and the Resident Electoral Commissioner for Osun State, we briefed the commission on the state of their preparedness, and we expect adequate security to be provided to the voters for election materials and also for the staff of the commission. And so we don't have any issues relating to that. But we expect the traditional rulers, we expect religious leaders, we expect all the critical stakeholders to preach peace and make sure that we have a tranquil atmosphere that will enable the voters to go out to vote and vote in confidence and vote without anything untoward happening to them. So let us maintain peace. Let us not do anything that will lead to breakdown of law and order, or anything that will truncate the good conduct of the election. We want to assure the people of Osun State that this present commission will conduct free, fair, and inclusive election. We are going to make sure that the votes of the people count, and that the votes of the people of Osun State will be the only determinant of who will govern them. The commission will not in any way favor any political party or do anything to give the impression that we are in support of any political party. The commission is a regulatory agency and not a political party. Our business is to be fair and to be firm in the conduct of elections. We are only to organize, undertake, and supervise elections, and we are not going to do anything that will undermine our constitutional and legal duties to the people of Osun State and to the people of